Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Well, actually, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I wanted to talk about witchcraft and witchcraft being done to you and your spouse. You know, things that you need to be aware of and things that you need to do before whatever ritual the enemy has for you and your kingdom spouse, or for you and your husband and your wife. I can definitely say from my own experience, when I was in my marriage with my husband, me and my husband, we dealt with a lot of witchcraft. And when I tell you, one of the main things that the enemy would do is cause confusion between me and my husband, and also cause a lot of arguments between me and him. And there was also like cheating involved, and it wasn't just cheating. There were a lot of lying, you know. And also sometimes what the enemy would do, it would cause you and your spouse to like not have sexual attraction to one another, when really before you guys met, you guys did have a sexual attraction to each other. The enemy would also make you guys, you know, just not like each other for no reason. You guys would never have a reason not to like each other, because I mean, when you met the person, even when you're with the person while the person is getting witchcraft done on them, like, you guys are still getting things done, but for some reason it's like you guys just don't seem to like each other anymore, but still married to one another. Well, what I can say is what the enemy plan is to separate you guys and to cause confusion so you guys can leave each other. And from my own experience, that is what happened, because one of us wasn't that strong spiritually. And if you and your spouse isn't into God as much as the other person is into God, sometimes it tends to make the enemy win, you know, and that's not what you want at all. So when getting witchcraft done on your marriage or your kingdom spouse, your kingdom relationship, you want to make sure you and your spouse is on the same page. You want to make sure that you and your spouse is praying together against the enemy. You want to make sure you guys, whenever there is confusion between one another, you guys have to know off rip that, you know, this is a ritual that is being done, and you know, you guys gotta rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And if you don't do it, it's just gonna cause issues in the relationship. And also, one thing you gotta do as well is keep your relationship private, because you don't know, sometimes you don't know where it's coming from unless you're asking God to reveal it to you on who is doing it and what are they doing it with, you know. Yeah, so pray for your relationship, pray for your marriage, you know, because one thing the enemy doesn't like to see is when God puts two people together. Like, the enemy just doesn't like it. So it's going to be up to you and your spouse to be spiritually strong, to pray against whatever witchcraft that is being done to you. So yeah, pray, rebuke it. Don't talk about your relationship to people. Whatever issue you and your spouse is having, take it up to God, because God is the fixer to every problem that you have, every solution that is going on. He will fix everything. You do not need an outsider to tell you about your marriage. Once God is in the middle of your relationship, God will make sure everything in your relationship is perfect, you know. And another thing too, not every marriage is perfect. Sometimes, you know, one spouse is, you know, is off and the other can be off too. It just takes it takes prayer, it takes great communication, and to compromise, you know, and it takes patience as well. So that is one of the things I wanted to say about kingdom relationships and marriages that God has put in together. Like, be careful who you talk to your relationship about. And that is also one thing that I have to learn as well too. Sometimes when you're so in love with the person, and sometimes when there is somebody that you are close to, and whatever obstacles you and your partner is going through, sometimes you need somebody to talk to, but you got to make sure this person is into your relationship and wants to actually see you happy for real. And you make sure that person is in a relationship as well, like a marriage, somebody that can understand where you're coming from, So that is one thing I wanted to say. And I too have to learn that as well too. I'm still in the process of learning that as well. And, yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Be careful who you talk to about your marriage, your relationship, because not everybody has your best interest, okay? And that's all I have to say. Keep God first. Keep God in the middle of your relationship. Everything will work out as long as God is in the middle of your relationship. And that goes for you and your spouse, not just you. It's not a one-way street. Both of you guys have to pray for the best for your relationship and for the best for your marriage. And that's all I have to say. I love you guys. I see you guys in the next video. Bye.